computer systems. See here, what is a computer system? Let me tell you. A computer system is in which it has got all the input, output, processor, everything together is called a computer system. So, what is a computer system? In which we have input, processor and output. That is what you see in a desktop computer, where we have the keyboard, which is the input device, then we have a processor, and then we have, that is the CPU, a standing one. Have you all seen that, a CPU? Then we have the monitor. All the three together is called a computer system. That is, we have the input device, output device and the processor. All together is called a computer system. In the case of a laptop, we know that the keyboard is there, isn't it? It has a built-in keyboard which comes along with the laptop. Then we have the monitor, the output device through which we can see the screen, through which we can see, and then we have the mouse, which is again another input device, and the processor are all inbuilt. All this together from a computer system. So, a computer system consists of input, processor and output. Now, let me tell you some definition about computer. What is computer? Computer is an electronic machine which takes data through input device, processes it and generates the result through output device. Can you all follow the terms? I'll tell you. Computer is an electronic machine. Why electronic machine? You know that nowadays you have so many toys, isn't it? Electronic toys through which you can play with the remote systems, isn't it? You have a remote through which you can play the car. Haven't you all tried that? Yes or no? So, they are all electronic machine. Here also, computer is an electronic machine because it has got so many circuits inside, inbuilt inside it. Even in your laptop, there are so many circuits, so many electronic devices. That is why it is called an electronic machine. It depends on these circuits to work. That is why it is called an electronic machine. When you open the computer, you can see so many electronic devices. That is why it is called an electronic machine. It takes data through the input device. As we know that when you sit in front of the television, what you do? Through the remote, you change the channels, isn't it? You surf through one channel to another. How? Through the remote. Here, so that means we are giving the input through the remote. In computers, we give the input through the keyboard. So, computer takes the input through the input devices, processes it and generates its result through the output device. So, that means whatever input that we give, as you know, computer is an electronic and electrical device. It works with electricity. We need the power to charge, isn't it? So, this device can only understand ones and zeros. What it can understand? Only ones and zeros, because all electronic devices have only two states. One is an off state and an on state. Off state is represented by 0 and on state is represented by 1. So, computer is an electronic device which has only two states, which is an on state and off state. All the signals that we give passes through these forms only. Suppose if I input a B through the computer, what happens? This B will be changed through this input device. Inside the keyboard itself, this B will be changed into zeros and ones. Understood? And then it is given to the processor where it is processed, and finally it is displayed in the output device through the monitor. Again, in the output device, this B is converted to the form which we can follow, and it is displayed. So many activities are happening, but it is done within no time. In a blink of an eye, things happens. So that is why it is called a very fast machine. Understood? So when we give an input, we'll see it appear fast in the output. Why? Computer can act very fast. So I'll repeat once more. It is an electronic machine. What is an electronic machine? Computer is an electronic machine which takes which takes data through the input device. Whatever that we give through the input device, isn't it? Through the mouse, we control the games. Through the keyboard, we type in. Yes or no? Yes. Okay. Then it processes the data. The conversion is actually happening inside the keyboard itself. Say I can give you the answers of all your queries after the class. We'll after this session, we'll take a 5 minutes. I'll stop before 5 minutes so that I can answer all your queries. Not now, in between, no raising hands, but I will answer all your queries. Don't worry. So computer is an electronic machine which takes input through the input device, then processes it and generates its result through the output device. That means computer is an electronic machine which takes data through the input device, then processes it, generates its result, and the result is seen through the output device. Now let us see what is the full form of computers. Full form of computer is commonly operating machine, particularly used for technical education and research. So many people don't know the full form of computer, but my students should know. What is the full form of computer? Commonly operating machine, particularly used for technical education and research. Actually, this is not there in a textbook, but you should note it down. Full form of computer is commonly operating machine, particularly used for technical education and research. So I will repeat once more. What is computer? Computer is an electronic machine which takes data through the input device. Through the input device we can give data. As we give the input through the remote control of the television, we can give input through the keyboards to the computers. We know that. We can play games, we can do all this through the keyboard, isn't it? We can draw pictures with the help of the mouse. We can draw pictures in the paint. So we give input through the input device. Two input devices which I've told you is mouse and keyboard, through which we can give instructions. And then what happens is, through the input device we can give instructions, and finally they are getting processed inside the processor. Inside the keyboard itself it is converted to zeros and ones, then it is processed inside the processor, and finally in the output device it is converted to the form which everybody can understand, human readable form, and it is displayed in the monitor. Okay, now the full form of computer is commonly operating machine, particularly used for technical education and research. So what is the full form of computer? Commonly operating machine, particularly used for technical education and research. That everybody should know, isn't it? It is not there in your textbook, but you have to study this. Now let us see why computers. See, before they used so many machines to work. So they wanted a single machine that could replace all this. We know that nowadays we have computers everywhere. Even in our pockets we have, isn't it? The mobile is a computer which has got a processor inside. That is why it could store data. Even in the watches, we have smart watches, isn't it? Which can count the steps that we take, which can count all the activities, the calories that we have covered. So we have smart watches. We can carry computers everywhere. Computers is everywhere nowadays. In the pockets, in the hands, everywhere we can see computers. Everybody uses computers. See, why it is that popular? Because it could perform all these four things. What are the important things? Input. It can take the input. It can store, process, and gives us an output. So the four main things a computer can do is input, store, process, output. So what are the four things? Can you all repeat? Input, then can you input, store, process, output. So what are the four things? Input, store, process, output. Very good. Now, let us see the input devices. See, the main input devices that we see commonly in the lab. That is what I have given here. Keyboard, that everybody knows, isn't it? Everybody works with the keyboard. Isn't it? Yes or no? Yes, I hope everybody works with the keyboard. Now, everybody has got a mouse also. To paint, to draw, to play games, you use a mouse. Then we have a camera, web camera, through which you can see the board. Isn't it? If you are in a laptop, you can see me because you have a camera there. Then we have a mic through which we can speak. So, all these are input devices through which we give instructions to the computer. Computer follows the instructions and gives us the output. So, input device is the main device through which we give instructions to the computer. Input devices are used to give instructions to the computer. There are different types of input devices. Most commonly used input devices are keyboard, mouse, camera, mic, through which we give data and instructions, and then it is processed. Now let us see how computer works. Computer works following IPO cycle. What is the cycle called? IPO. What is IPO? Input, process, output. What is IPO? Input, process, output. So computer works through which cycle? What is the cycle? Input, process, output. Very good. Input, process, output. IPO cycle. Understood? Now let us see what happens here. We give instructions to the keyboard. Inside each keys in the keyboard, there are certain electronic circuits in which each key is each signal or each symbol, that is B is a symbol, A is a symbol, that is each alphabet is converted to binary. Understood? See, when you take a key out of a keyboard, don't do that, we can see that each key has got a small circuit under it, which converts the symbol which is displayed over the key. If it is A will be converted to binary. Understood? Each symbol which is displayed over the key is converted to binary, and then it is sent to the processor. Should I repeat once more? When you press a key on the keyboard, what happens? Each symbol is converted to binary, and it is then sent to the processor, where what happens is it is sent to the processor. Inside the processor, suppose if you have given 5 plus 3. So what happens? The binary of 5 and binary of 3 is sent to the processor, where it is processed. Don't worry, when you reach 11th, I will tell you how to do binary calculations and all, isn't it? So don't worry about that. Binary calculations, everything will be taught in the higher classes. Now you just have to learn that if you press 5 plus 3, what happens? 5 is converted to ones and zeros inside the input device itself, and it is sent to the processor. And plus is also converted, 3 is also converted, and then what happens? It is sent to the processor, where what happens is it adds the two numbers, and then it is sent to the output device, where the zeros and ones are again converted back to the human readable form, where we can read. It is converted. So output device converts all the information into human readable form and gives us the output. So the output will be 8 because we have given 5 plus 3. So what happens is inside the keyboard, all the symbols that we press are converted to ones and zeros. So inside the keyboard, all the symbols that we press are converted to ones and zeros. That is a binary language. That is the only language the processor can understand. So what happens is, whenever we press a symbol, it is converted to ones and zeros, and it is sent to the processor. And Inside the processor, processing happens, and finally it is sent to the output device, where again this ones and zeros are converted to human readable form and it is displayed. So that is it about input, the output, IPO cycle. What is the cycle called? IPO, input, processor, output. So computer system consists of input, processor, output. And we follow this cycle also, input, processor, output. Then now let us see what input, processor, output is. As I told you, we give input through the keyboard, then it is processed, and then finally we get the output. Now let us see about the keyboards. The main important input device is the keyboard. The primary important input device is the keyboard. I hope it is clear. Can you all see the board? Do you all like the presentation? Thank you. Did you all like the presentation? Actually, I brought some videos. There are some problems I'll show you. Don't worry. After the class, I'll show you all the videos. Okay. Now, keyboard is one primary input device in which we can see, it is very similar to the typewriter. I know that you guys don't know about typewriter. Typewriter was used before, in which we could type each word. But that is not used now. Now we have the computer keyboards, which are much faster and better than the old typewriters. And we have some additional keys also in keyboard. Keyboard allows us to input letters, numbers, symbols, etc. So we can input what all things? Letters, numbers, symbols. Understood? Is it clear to you? Yes? So what all things we input? Letters, numbers, symbols. Can you all hear? Okay. Now we can use buttons, buttons or keys, that is requires pressing and holding of several keys, so simultaneously or in sequence. For what we need to press all these buttons, I'll tell you. Don't worry, yeah? So this is about the keyboard. We have control keys, function keys, then alphabetic keys, navigation keys, numeric keys. Then the navigation keys is again this control keys that we can use. Then we have the numeric pad and the indicator lights, which will give you green lights. If the caps is on, it will give you a green light showing that the caps is on, isn't it? Haven't you all seen that? Noticed all that? Yes? Yes or no? Okay. Now, so in the keyboard you have control keys, function keys, alphanumeric keys. What are alphanumeric keys means, Makle? We have alphabetic keys and number keys. Both together are called alphanumeric keys. Then we have the navigation keys, which is the up arrow, down arrow, right arrow, left arrow. Then numeric pad, where we can type in numbers. Then we have the indicator lights. If you press on to the caps lock, green light will appear, isn't it? If you press on to the number lock, green light will appear. These are called the indicator lights. So this is about the keyboard. What you have to do is you have to count and tell me how many keys are there in a keyboard. So first question is, how many keys are there in a keyboard? You will type it down, you will write it down and send me, isn't it? So send in your in my WhatsApp number that I'll give you. I'll send it through your WhatsApp group. I'll send my number, so you can send me. The first assignment is count the number of keys on the keyboard. Everybody should count the number of keys and should send it to me. Understood? Count the number of keys on the keyboard. So keyboard is the primary input device. What is keyboard? It's the primary input device through which we can type in numbers, letters, symbols, everything we can type in through the keyboard. Then we use certain combination keys so that we can open an application, close an application. That I will tell you when we reach the third lesson, which is I think Word, in which we can use the combination keys to open a document, close a document. That time I'll tell you how to use the combination keys. Now what you have to understand is, if you want to print the symbols which are printed on the top of every keys, what you have to do is you have to press a shift key and the other key. So that is again a combination, shift key plus another key, so that you can print the symbols which is printed on the top of every keys, certain keys, which is printed on the top of certain keys, so that this symbol will appear on the monitor. Now the next is about keyboard in detail. There are wireless keyboard and the keyboards which are connected to the computers. So keyboards is the most common input device. Type of keyboards are wireless keyboard, touch keyboard, portable keyboard and wired keyboards also. We have wireless ones which don't need a wire. They communicate through lights. Understood? Like that of the remote control and the TV. Then we have touch access that we do in the mobile, isn't it? We just touch. So that is a touch access keyboards. Then portable keyboards for PDAs. We can carry keyboards also. So portable ones means one which we can carry from one place to another. Portable devices. Like you all small people, we can carry you from one place to another. So such types of keyboards are also available. Portable keyboards. Understood? Now, there are different types of keyboards. Wireless keyboard, that means keyboards that work through infrared lights. It is connected through lights actually. Then we have multimedia keyboards through which we can touch. Okay, that we used in the mobile phones. We can just touch in. Okay, that's it. Then the portable keyboards that we can carry around. That is called the portable keyboards. Then we have, next one is about the mouse. Who discovered the mouse? Mouse was discovered by cats, isn't it? They are hungry, so they discovered the mouse. No, it is discovered by Douglas Engelbart. He discovered the first mouse. So who discovered the first mouse? Douglas Engelbart, who discovered the first mouse. Okay. Why he discovered it? Because he wanted another device so that we can draw through the windows, so through the graphical user interface. Graphical user interface means when we open the computer, the first screen that we see is the desktop, isn't it? On the desktop we see small icons which are called small icons that are executable files. When you double click on them, we'll go to the program, isn't it? So to click on those icons, we need a pointing device. That is why mouse was discovered. Mouse is a pointing device through which we just have to click on to the icons, then it gets opened. If you click on to the paint, it gets opened, isn't it? If you double click on any game, what happens? You just have to keep your mouse on that, double click. So that application opens, that program opens, that game opens, because we have a mouse. Okay. The mouse is a pointing device which makes the cursor move on the screen. If you want the cursor to move on the screen with the help of the mouse, we have to click the mouse. Now, the mouse is an important part of graphical user interface. You can simply point to the object and double click onto the object. Now mouse has two buttons and a wheel which is called the scroll wheels, scroll mouse. A wheel like structure in the middle. What is the use, Makle? It is actually used to scroll the page up and down. So these wheels are used to scroll the page up and down. This is called the scroll mouse. What is it called? Scroll mouse, in which two buttons and a wheel there, which is used to scroll the screen up and down. We can page up, page down. Okay. Now, the scroll mouse. Should I repeat mouse once more? Okay. Mouse is a pointing device which was discovered by who? Douglas Engelbart. He discovered the mouse. Why he discovered? Because he wanted a pointing device that could use in a graphical user interface. We just have to double click on certain icons. So what happens? It opens. So in such cases, we can use a mouse. So other than keyboard, he wanted a pointing device so that we can work friendly with graphical interfaces like Windows. So this is about the mouse, and the first mouse. So mouse is an important for graphical user interface. What is graphical user interface, Makle? When you open the desktop, you see certain icons. In such an interface is called graphical user interface, in which images used to convey special meanings. You know that when certain icons are there, when you click on to the game icon, game opens. Yes or no? When you click on to the bold stars, that is a game. When you click on to the bold star icon, bold star opens. When you click on to any other games other than that, FIFA, when you click on to FIFA, what happens? FIFA opens. That is called the icon. So in order to click on to certain icons, we needed a pointing device. So Douglas invented what is called a mouse. So we have very different mouses nowadays. What are they? First one is the scroll mouse. Scroll mouse. Are you all following? Am I fast? Should I slow down? Okay. Now scroll mouse is a mouse with a rubber or plastic wheel located between the left and the right button, the scroll wheel. So we have a scroll wheel between the left and the right button, and which helps you to move forward and backward. Understood? So, and the mouse is again divided into optical mouse and wireless mouse. So I'll repeat once more for you. The scroll mouse. As you know, you all have a mouse with you, yes or no? See, in which there are two buttons and a scroll, see, and a scroll wheel. What is the use of the scroll wheel? It is used to page up and down, scroll the screen up and down. So mouse is used to scroll the screen up and down, and say move the screen backward and forward. That is to move the screen up and down. And say it has got two buttons, and inside that we have the scroll wheel. Then there are different types of mouse. One is the optical mouse and the wireless mouse. That we'll deal with in next class. So I'll do one thing, I'll repeat once more everything to you so that you won't forget. Understood? So come on, darlings. I hope everybody is happy. What is computer system? Computer system consists of input device, output device, processor, everything together is called a computer system. Now, what is computer? Computer is an electronic machine which works through the data that processes the data and generates the output through the output device. What is the full form of computer? Commonly operating machine, particularly used for technical education and research. Commonly used